Heathen here. I'd like to talk to you today about Gauntlet 2 on NES. I've been spending a lot of time with this game lately, and I've enjoyed it quite a bit, especially in two players. I've played it with my son, I've played it with my daughter. Man, they got a kick out of it actually, especially my little girl that's 4 years old. Very good game to kind of, start them out with, get the basics of just, video game playing. It's not necessarily an easy game for them, but it's okay if you die in it. Like, you never really expect to beat Gauntlet 2. That's not why you play a Gauntlet game. You play it just to see how far you can get. And especially with some buddies, teaches the teamwork. But I will say, even though it's a 4-player game, we played it with 3 players, and it was just too much. You keep fucking getting in each other's way, and it gets annoying, especially when, you have one buddy over here, hey, let's go this way, and I'm over here like, nah, let's go this way, man. It gets frustrating with the third person, and it takes a little bit of the fun out of it. Also, after about a month playing, I really don't want to go back to it. Not saying I won't in 10 years or so, but for me, the replayability on this game could be a little better. Because, you go and you play like Mario on NES. You can throw that in every time, even if you don't take it seriously, and have a pretty good time playing it. But this game, like I said, I don't think if I played it by myself, with a friend, with my daughter and son, it would be as fun today playing it as it was yesterday. I just really don't think it would. Another gripe I have specifically about the NES Gauntlet 2 is there's no fucking music in the levels. And if you ever play Gauntlet 4 in Genesis, the music is amazing. From that generation of video game, it is my all-time favorite music while playing a game. That sounded really weird how I said that. I apologize. Anyways, though, the music in that game, as you're playing it with a buddy, drinking a few beers, gets you so fucking hyped. You're like, yeah, I'm a fucking warrior. I want to bash your brains in with my axe. This game don't do that. It don't have no music, so you're like, shit, kill a ghost. Shit, kill the orc, or whatever the fuck it is. You don't know. Like, it's more of a chore, I guess is what I'm trying to say, without the music there. So it does take a little bit of the fun out of it. Now, what it has over the Genesis Gauntlet 4, though, is I think it actually looks better. Now, hear me out on this. I get there's more textures in Gauntlet 4 on the Genesis, but I think that takes away from what it looks like, because it makes it a little like blurry or cloudy because there's so much stuff going on such little sprites. You really can't tell what they are. Now, I've heard other people say you can't tell what the NES versions, like the character that you're playing and the bad guys you're killing, you can't really tell what they are. But I had a lot easier time telling what the NES versions of the characters, like you look at the warrior, I can kind of tell what they're going with. I ain't saying it looks anything like PS4 or PS5, but I can kind of tell that that's a warrior and that's a wizard and that's an elf. A Valkyrie, it looks kind of like a female Thor, I guess. And then as far as the villains go, you can obviously tell it's a ghost and you can tell it's a monster. Now, the death thing, I was a little confused on what the fuck that was until I looked it up, but those things are a son of a bitch on both games. But I think the graphics being a lot more simplified on the NES actually makes the game look slightly better. As far as the controls go, it controls pretty good. Like, I have no complaints. It's very simple. Like I said, my daughter picked up pretty much what to do on the game and was able to do it at 4 years old. So, having no complaint. The controls are pretty tight, but a lot of arcade games, are pretty superb on the controls, which is, what Gauntlet is really known for. And it would totally be a quarter muncher, even though I haven't ever played Gauntlet on arcade. Would like to, though. Would like to. I think that'd be a good time. So to wrap this up, I guess let's go back over this here. Decent graphics for an NES. It's fun to play 2 players. Not so fun playing with 3 players. The replayability is I played it for a month. Like I said, I might go back 10 years and play it. So, what's the verdict on that, man? I can really only honestly give this game a 6 out of 10.